Social and political commentary from a Christian male perspective.
Grace and peace, everybody. We're back. You saw the thumbnail, so you saw the title. You know what we're about to do. The other day, I did a video on Cassie Crash Out on the NASA Harrison podcast on Intellectual Radio podcast platform. And I really just started with his conversation with her. And lots of people found that beneficial, saw a lot of value in that. They appreciated it. Well, there's actually a beginning portion candidate, but this guy seems pretty even keel. So like, why are you laced up with her? So what I want to do today is I just was going to play the beginning portion. There's a couple of areas I want to talk about, but I'm going to let him do his whole opening monologue and kind of explain his philosophy. I want to bring him in and let you all hear it, and then we'll go from there. So definitely down in the comments, let me know what you think about this. Thank you so very much for your support. So let's go.
Harrison Show here on Intellectual Radio. Thank you for joining me once again. I really appreciate the support. I appreciate the time, and I appreciate you sharing your time with me. So a lot of things to cover today. We had a wonderful, wonderful show last week. We had the hopefully soon to be mayor of Dolton. We had Cassandra Hobson Jordan on the show last week. And a lot of wonderful information. She had a chance to share some of her views, and we're actually going to hopefully get her on the second half of the show to call in so that we can have more conversations about what the plan is for Dolton and how things are moving concerning not only the village of Dolton but the township as well. So I'd like to start with some things that went down at the township yesterday. So for those of you who watch the news, I'm sure you all have already heard about the big brawl that went down at the township. So you can watch the news for the details, but at the end of the day, once again, among all the melee, you have the people in the middle. And we're talking about the township, and I believe that what affects the township affects the villages that's a part of the township, Thornton Township, and what affects, Dolton affects Thornton Township. What affects Thornton Township affects Dolton, and as I said, the other villages. We're one family, one community, and I believe that we really need to focus on how we're going to legislate not only at the village level but also at the township level as well. So again, at the end of the day, with all the drama going on, I think it's important to understand the priority is the people and to legislate accordingly. Whatever your personal feelings may be about who you like, who you don't like, what you feel a person should be doing or not doing, at the end of the day, if you don't want somebody in office, try your best to come up with a coalition and vote. All the name calling.
So real quick, because he's about to, I feel like and most people seem to like this guy for the most part. Very few people have anything negative to say about him except his running mate. I feel like he has a desire because he's the one that always talks about doing something for the people. Now, Cassie Crash Out mentions it, but it doesn't come across. It doesn't hit the same way. But he's always talking about for the people. I think he wants the right things. I just don't believe that he's in the right vehicle to get there. He's in the right direction to get there, if you will. So let's let him keep going, Jason.
And all the drama, all the noise, all the energy. I believe that we can put our energy into other things that can serve the people in different ways that would be better outcomes for everybody. So, I think it was a shame that people who've been pushing for the outcome that happened yesterday want to act like they are surprised now. I can't believe this happened. I can't believe that, that the supervisor got into the middle of this and middle of that. At the end of the day, those same people who talk about what they can't believe have been egging and egging and egging for something to physically happen. That's my perspective.
And I will agree. I'm going to say that, and I've said this after the Thornton brawl for it all, that I did feel like, there was a lot of antagonization going on. I don't think it was primarily just from one side. I do think that Supervisor Henyard really threw on the gas on that day of the brawl for it all. So I don't think that was a fair assessment, but I want to let him tease it out. So let's go.
And now that it happened, now you want to act like you're shocked. You want to act like you're appalled. Look at all the energy that you've been pouring into the whole process for not only the village of Dolton, but the township as well. The energy that's been poured into those processes, those procedures, those open, conversations. At the end of the day, if someone's wrong, they need to pay for their wrong. But it doesn't take you setting aside your dignity for likes or for for news time, for FaceTime on the news. So again, that's my opinion. I was not there. I heard about it this morning, actually. Um, I did attend the meeting that happened on Monday with the audit. And again, there was a lot of numbers, not too many names next to the numbers.
Okay, so you're talking about the Lori Lightfoot report, I think on the January 27th.
Of course, you know, Tiffany Henyard, the current mayor, current supervisor of Thornton Township, was implemented in a lot of misappropriation of funds, just like last time. Um, and so it'll be interesting to see what the facts um, what the facts will be. So still haven't had anybody arrested. Still haven't seen anybody in handcuffs. Still haven't seen anybody um, excused for wrongful appropriation of funds. So February 25th, you may see something before, you may not, but whether you do or whether you don't, make sure that your vote counts.
Okay, my only problem with that is we're now realizing that the wheels of justice move very slow. And I was thinking about it today, like there's a DJ up in New York that the FBI raided his job as well as his home, and there was some bad real estate deals going on, and all of this happened. And at the current moment, nothing. This was almost a year and a half ago now. It might even been two, and nothing has happened yet. Nothing. Again, they raided his job, and he works at a pretty prominent radio station up there. And they raided that place, taking equipment, and the guy still has his job. He still hasn't been arrested. I don't think the partner that was really the ringleader has been arrested. So my point in this is, yeah, it moves slow. Who knows if they'll ever come out and actually something will happen. But I don't think that means that nothing was done or that this was for naught because nobody's been arrested yet. I don't think that that's the case either, because I think the people have spoken, hence why she's not running for Thornton Township Supervisor, nor is she running for mayor, because the people have spoken. So hopefully that will at least show that there's some kind of retribution, some kind of justice being meted out in this case. So let's go.
February 25th and April 1st. The primaries, February 25th. The general elections, April 1st. So please make your vote count. Speak less, complain less, and let your vote speak for you. So that's my opinion about that. I talked about Thornton Township. I'm not going to get too much into that. I will say that Cassandra Hobson Jordan, again, she should be calling in. And when she calls in, she might want to talk about that. She might want to talk more about the campaign. I want to give her space to, share this platform as much as possible to talk about what's on her mind concerning Dolton and how we can move forward as a village. Again, I think we had a wonderful show last week. I think we talked about some topics that a lot of people want to hear about. You got a lot of people that are tuning in to see, try to get to know the candidates a little bit better. As you all know, I'm running for trustee. I'm always open. I'm always transparent. Any questions that you have for me, you're always welcome to ask. Um, I don't know if you'll get the answers that you want, but you're going to get the truth from me. Um, and I would say this: if you're really looking to find some real answers to some real questions, then ask. If you're looking
Mm-hmm.
to stir up some mess, start some drama, uh, make some smoke, make some noise, and it's not benefiting the people, and you know it's not benefiting the people, then save that energy for someone else. I prefer you not display that type of energy at all, but I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. But save that energy for someone else. And the reason that I say that is because I believe that people's lives are too important to play around with. I believe that the issues that are at hand concerning the village of Dolton and all villages, small towns, and cities alike, they have more pressing business, they have more pressing matters than to simply sit and deal with people who are just trying to get their likes up concerning their pages, their social media pages. People are dealing with trying to figure out how they're going to pay their mortgage, how they're going to pay to keep the heat on, the lights on, how they're going to pay for college for the kids, how they're going to pay for groceries, a whole lot of things. People are really struggling. And I rather spend time talking about how to make certain situations within the village, outside the village, better for
Mm-hmm.
people. I would like to spend my time encouraging people to hang on for another day, to continue to check their inner circles, to continue to elevate, to continue to rise above it all in the midst of all the mess that they may have to deal with, whether it's in the streets, whether it's at their job, whether it's in their families. I want to focus on the positive.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, if that's not what you're about, you know, I get it. I understand some people are just messy like that, but keep that over there. Don't bring that over here. I ask you. Now, of course, you're going to do what you decide to do anyway. And I understand that. With that being the case, when you bring it over here, don't be surprised about what type of response you get. You get what you get. And you have to be prepared to deal with that because I'm prepared to be who I am. I'm prepared to be the best me that I can be as much as I can. And I'm hoping that everybody who catches me on a good day. So, but I would like to encourage you all if you have questions about how to move the village forward, how to go about the business that's best for the people, that you ask those questions. One
Okay.
group of people don't have all the answers. There's more than one way to get to the right way. We have a difference of opinions in a lot of circles, a lot of areas, but that doesn't mean that your opinion is not respected. That doesn't mean that your opinion is the wrong way of how to do things. I believe that with education, with the knowledge of the situations that are going on around us, that no matter who you have sided with, that you can get the answers that are best for the people. And the less you pick sides and the more you focus on the issues, then the better off everybody will be. I truly believe that. And
I
I
don't
hope
see any
that
problem with that.
if you haven't led your energy in that direction, I encourage you to give it a shot, give it a try. Again, it's 2025, like I said a couple of weeks ago. It's 2025. Some of us have had resolutions, New Year's resolutions
Mm-hmm.
that we started out strong with. Now we're almost into February, but guess what? It's still early in the year. You're still in month one. So because you're still in month one, stay encouraged. It's not too late to turn your negativity around. It's not too late to turn um, your focus around. Put others before yourself. Before you talk about I, me, before you want to steal a spotlight from someone else, think about those other people who are really struggling or who have it worse off than you, and try putting them first and see how that um, how that deals with your soul. So just trying to be encouraging, trying to spread the good cheer, good information. Again, I am not going to talk too much about what happened at the village. You can check it on the news. They're playing it 24/7. It seems like it's unfortunate. I believe that everyone has redeemable qualities on both sides, and at the end of the day, I believe that we need to reach those depths within us to give the people a better product, especially if we're legislators. If you're legislating and you're writing policy and you're trying to do right for the people, then you need to hold yourself to that standard and get things done for the people. There's no gray area with that. Keep it black and white. Keep it black and white for the people. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a quick musical break. When I get back, hopefully we'll have Mrs. Cassandra Hobson Jordan. She's a candidate running for mayor of Dolton. Hopefully we'll have her on the phone and we'll see what's on her mind. So thank you for staying with me. Don't go away. I'll be right back on the Denasha Harrison Show.
All right. I just want to let him tease that out. I thought he did a good job of keeping positive. Again, I think the question I have was, well, sir, why are you with a candidate that is demonstrably not positive? That doesn't make sense because they seem night and day different, in my opinion. So I hope that he hears that. I hope because he does seem like a good guy. It does seem like he's a decent man. So I hope that he gets with a candidate that will help him further his political aspirations. And I'm not getting the vibe, though, that he really is chomping at the bit to be trustee. I think he knows deep down inside they're both going to lose. So with that being the case, I don't know if he's planning on future political aspirations or whatnot, but he does seem like a decent gentleman. So I appreciate y'all checking that out. Thank you. Let me know what you think about his intro and his monologue. What did you think about that down in the comments below? Let me know. I'm looking forward to rapping with y'all real soon. So until next time, everybody, grace and peace.